Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to set up Docker on Linux, but I'm pretty sure that if you're a Linux user then you would already have figured out how to do it. But if that's not the case, that's fine. I just downloaded a Ubuntu virtual image for me so I can play with it. So basically it's pretty easy. The first thing you have to do is Google install Docker Linux. And then we're going to click on install Docker engine. So the particularity of Docker on Linux is that you have to install both Docker engine and Docker Compose, but we're going to do both. So as you can see, depending on your distribution of Linux, you may have different installation steps. So CentOS, Debian, Fedora, Oracle, Red Hat, whatever, they're all supported. For this one, it's just Ubuntu, so we're going to click on Ubuntu. The docs are pretty well made, and Docker was built for Linux initially, so you will have no problems installing Docker. So for this one, I'm running Ubuntu version 16.04, which is perfect, and then I get to install Docker. So installing Docker is easy by setting up the repositories and installing it. So we just go down, and we have to run this first. So I copy it. I have to start a terminal to run it, so I'll just say terminal and paste that one. Here we go. So we have to run our second command right here that I copy and then I will paste in here. It's okay. Then it says you should verify that the key ID is as such, so just for safety's sake, we're just going to run it as well. And it looks all good. And then we use the following to install the stable repository, which is what we want. So I will paste it. And here we go. So now to install Docker, first you run an apt-get update. And then you will have to just install the Docker engine. Okay, the install is now done. And I will paste it. This is about 23 megabytes of download, so it may take a bit of time. And now to verify that Docker is installed, we'll just have to run this very small command, sudo docker run hello world. Right click, paste. So Docker is that it can find the image locally. That's normal, that's a fresh installation. Docker will pull Docker images from the web, and that's how we will get our Kafka installed directly using Docker. So this way you have limited setup needed from you. So if everything goes well, we get this text, hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly, which is great. Also, if you type docker -- version, you will get the Docker version, which is 1.13.1. It may differ for you if you run this install after me. The only other thing we need to do is to install Docker Compose. So then you just Google Docker Compose Linux. And there is a page just for this. And then we go here. It's pretty easy. So for this, I have to paste this query, but make sure you run it with sudo. It will download Docker Compose binaries. Okay. And then you need to apply executable permissions to this binary. So just copy this and remember to run it with sudo. Here we go. And then if we test the installation and we do docker compose -- version, we get 1.11.1, which means it's working. So excellent. And then if this didn't work out, you can use pip if you know what that is. So that's it. We have Docker Compose and Docker installed on your Linux environment. Make sure you follow the instructions and then go to the next lesson where we get to have fun and start Kafka.